Here at MEX, we've been working hard on releasing the latest build of MEX 15 and have some really exciting new enhancements and changes to announce. In this release, we have introduced a brand new report designer. Previously, users would need to load an external application to edit reports. But with this release, the MEX report designer has now been integrated into MEX 15. This means you can design reports right there in your browser. We've done this to align how report designing worked back in MEX 12, but at the same time, giving it a modern spin. Let's have a look at the new designer. There are two ways to get there. The first way, if you're a security user with no security groups, you can access the designer by going to the side menu and clicking Design Reports. This will automatically navigate you to the report's control files. The alternative way is to manually navigate to the report control files. Once in here, you select the report you wish to design. Let's go with the work order report. Click Details and then select Design. The report designer will open up into a familiar but modernized interface. As you can see, everything on the report is editable, and you are able to completely tailor any report to your business's requirements. Let's click Set Data Source and have a look at the all-new Report Query Designer. Here you have the MEX database at your disposal to fine-tune your report. If you know SQL, you can define your own query in the data source text box, or you can design your queries from the ground up by simply clicking and dragging with our new QBE Visual Designer. You may have noticed the tabs at the top of this window, Work Order Trades and Work Order Spares. The new reporting framework allows you to define multiple queries for the one report and use each query as the data source in a different section. This improves performance and the ease of design. For example, the work order report is now only one single report, where the old system it was split up into multiple sub-reports, like the work order spares sub-report. The new reporting platform comes packed with new features and improvements, such as performance. With the new reporting platform, we've heavily optimized the generation of reports, so you don't have to spend as much time waiting around. Report streaming. If you generate one massive report, you no longer have to wait for it to load entirely. Instead, it will stream down. There is so much to designing reports, it's not possible to go through it all in one video. If you are interested in diving deeper, we have a MEX report writing course you can attend. Please give us a call for more information. Let's head back to the report's control files listing. You may have noticed a report library button up on the top right of the screen. This is a cloud-based repository of the new and fixed reports that can be added to your report catalog. As we continue to develop and improve reports, they will appear in here free to download. To ensure that system reports continue to work as they should with the new designer, we went through and upgraded a large number of reports to suit, as well as enhancing report generation and preview. For more information, please visit the following link. To complement this integration, we have also fixed up a few things in the reports. Reports which have the Include Asset Children ticked no longer take a long time to generate when the asset's children size is large. When editing a barcode related report, even if the font is not installed locally, it will now display barcodes correctly in the new report designer. This year, we have invested a lot of time in ensuring that our customers that use the region module are able to do so with ease. This build comes with it a new region editing mode that allows for a tree-based layout of setting up the MEX region mapping, similar how the MEX 14 region setup worked. Let's dive right in and have a look at the new region editing mode. First, navigate to the control files and press Region Setup along the left-hand menu. By default, the region setup is in graphics view. Let's swap over to the new editing mode by pressing the View List button. Now you'll see two panels, the left-hand side, which allows you to add, delete, and modify regions, and the right-hand side, which allows you to configure the region mapping hierarchy. As you can see, this view easily allows you to configure your region hierarchy and is especially useful for those who have a large number of regions to configure. And to ensure it keeps working the way it should, Regions has also seen a number of bug fixes. Using the region text box to search, while in the company details tab of region setup, and clicking enter will no longer cause the form to duplicate. Changes made to region trade codes will now persist correctly to the database. Updating assets and regions will now save correctly with large asset structures. Now let's take a look at the bug fixes that have gone into this release. Work orders. Users with large amount of work orders in the scheduler will no longer have issues when assigning many contacts to work orders. When selecting option to print group data, if the user is regionalized, they will no longer see all data assigned to the MEX inspections along with the group print. Preventative maintenance. When reordering assets on the new Inspection Assets tab of a newly created inspection, they will now save correctly. Creating a policy using the @ frequency will no longer cause it to appear multiple times in the preventive maintenance scheduler. It will now remove itself from the scheduler once the work order is raised. Control files. Take listing format form column has been removed from the user options management. Inspection question sets control files now load faster for large data sets. Custom fields. Entering text into a custom field and then clicking a function that produces a pop-up window will no longer revert the text entered into the custom field. Custom drop-downs now export correct values from listings. Stores. Transferring stock in the catalog listing will now refresh the original stock on hand as expected. When setting a currency for a supplier, it will now update the new currency symbol for its catalog items. Out of browser. When using out of browser, the username field is now focused when MEX is first opened. If you have automatic updates checked, then the upgrading process will be, just as you guessed it, automatic. Otherwise, you'll have to contact MEX support for details on performing the manual upgrade. Keep in mind these are only some of the enhancements and bug fixes resolved in the latest release. You can find the full release notes on the MEX user portal. If you have any questions or issues, please get in contact with our support department at support@mex.com.au or call 61 7 3392 4777 and they'll be more than happy to help you out.